What can he bring to the table still?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. It's just great to just learning all these guys, just their personality and how they think and how they learn. And I think that's the biggest part, is just knowing these guys first and just having in-depth conversations with these guys. And that's the first part. And then, but on the field, just like he's been in the past, just super smooth, easy runner, just kind of how I talked about, like facial, just natural for him. It's in his DNA. He knows he just does stuff right. He's versatile. Use him in the passing game too. Get a couple running backs out there on the field. So we just put him in different positions just to make plays. He's one of those guys you just want to get the ball in his hand. So he's doing extremely well. Tank's doing well. Tank's been chopping at the bit to get in pads. He's kind of getting tired of this just helmet stuff. He wants to hit and run and get this run game going. It's been frustrating because this time of year, like, you can't get too much into these runs. It's too hard because they're only in helmets, and you have to limit the physical contact. But he's ready to go. He's picking up the playbook extremely well. I trust him with all that stuff. If I need somebody to go on there to just do right, I'm gonna put him out there. Him and Travis is the same way. And then just getting these young guys, they're all versatile, they're all different, which is fun. Facial, really fast. He's a smaller guy, but really strong. Lee Quint, it's Lee Quint, which I found out, so don't say LeQuint, but he doesn't mind. Fun watching him play, just do the pass protection stuff and line up as a receiver, and he's very versatile. Same thing how he was in college, 1,000-yard rusher, 500-yard receiving yards, and then Jaquindon, big old kid, can't wait to get him pads. He's doing right. He's still slowly learning, doesn't get as many reps as the other guys, but still looking for big things from him too.
How important is it to have a guy like Tank to be that sort of punishing runner, the hard-nosed kind of guy, and then you have the change of pace like Travis? How important is it to have that balance, I guess?
I think it's extremely important, just to give a change-up, just to give a different look, but I think they're still very similar in terms of one-cut runners, just kind of getting upfield, and the more tape I watched on them, they're very similar in that aspect. But when you have just versatile guys that do different things, it's just fun to, switch them up, rotate them, do different things, and just kind of see how they go. So.
How are you?
Good. How are you? I'm Chad.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
It feels like we hear so much about run when Liam comes in and what they were doing in Tampa and everywhere else. I mean, it almost feels new. We're hearing it so much, but it's like been running the ball for a long time in the league.
Yeah.
Is this different, the way he does it, either schematically or just approach or emphasis on it in places you've been, or have we just not heard it as much around here?
I think maybe you just haven't heard as much. I mean, he's just obviously extremely really good coach, really good coordinator, calling the right plays at the right time, and just his emphasis on being tough, running the ball, and and just really being detailed with everything. That's the really cool part of just listening to him about every time he's making a correction. It's just so detailed on just the little things, and you see why he was so good at Tampa, and getting that offense going. So I mean, we're going to get this thing going in terms of the run, pass. I think everything. I think we're going to be well-rounded in terms of that. It's not just going to be running the ball, but obviously from Tampa, we're doing everything right over there. So we're very excited, obviously.
How much of that mentality do you see already starting to take shape within your guys or this offense?
Yeah, they're excited. They're a little bit frustrated right now because they want to put the pads on. They already want to go, and it's been fun. Those guys have been doing extremely well and just learning. Obviously, a different offense for those guys. I've been a part of it for a while, same system, but these guys, it's new for them. So it's just really getting them acclimated and just, making sure they study and get on, getting their playbook and just learning all these different formations and where to line up. And, Liam has them line up everywhere. So we have to be really good with that. Otherwise, in order to be able to perform well. So
how much versatility does this room have to line up everywhere? Travis in the slot or outside. I mean, we've seen it on occasion.
Yeah. So we're already starting to do it. So we expect big things out of those guys, and you just see how Liam did the same thing in Tampa, getting 2 running backs out there and all the different things that they're able to do. So we have a similar backfield and guys they're very versatile. So I can't wait to see how he utilizes these guys and let them go out there and showcase their unique different skill sets.
Do you sense a hunger at all with specifically Travis and maybe even Tank, because they've kind of ridden the roller coaster, and obviously these are important years for them. Do you see that at all of them?
Yeah, I see it in both of them and the rookies as well. Like, everybody's just excited. They're excited with having Liam around and bringing these other coaches in, and they're just excited about the newness of everything, and they know about his offense and how successful he was. So they're extremely excited, and they know we got to get going. It's time to get going here. So we're gonna do right.
How important can it be for the rookies in the room just to have 2 guys like Tank and Travis who have seasons under their belt, kind of know what it takes to be a pro?
Yeah, that always helps. Veterans always help, and just helping these guys, get through each day really, and just not just on the football field and just studying, but just really off the football field and how you take care of your body and the mental parts of it. All the mental hurdles that you have to deal with. And so those guys have been a great resource for these young guys, and then they can still continue to lean on them and learn from them. And then we just we have a really tight room too, so we're just going to continue to just get better and just really help each other, even though we're competing at the same time. But we're also trying to help each other out at the same time.
And then obviously you weren't here last year, but do you get the sense, kind of from Travis, from Tank, that that hunger to get this running game really going and turned around?
Yeah, they're very excited about that. Yeah, so they didn't have the production they wanted to last year for whatever reason, so it's a new start for those guys. It's a clean slate, so that's what the newness of that and the excitement they have for that it's it's going to look different. It's going to be different this year. So
you on the outside.